public. So if you want to download their app and listen to us there, you can. So there you go. More podcasts to be added to other platforms at some point. So yeah. Anyways. All right. Well, that being said, let's get into the news. So.
All right, King Star.
All right. So the first topic of tonight. Start the timer now. Fortnite, which after last week has been in the news a lot, and apparently it has been quite popular in many fronts. This particular thing I didn't know until we talked about it on the last podcast, but apparently it's so popular that even people who want to play on mobile have and can. And this was tweeted at Twitter at Sensor Tower. In less than 12 hours, Fortnite became the #1 iPhone app, not just game, in 13 countries. And there's an image here of who's ranked first, in terms of the countries. So let's see, countries ranking #1, 2 to 5, 6 to 10, 11 to 200, 100, 501 to 1500. And it just shows all just ranked high for Fortnite. So Fortnite Mobile has came out. It is apparently the #1 hotly downloaded game on mobile, which I didn't know. But you can actually play that game versus other people on PC or other people or console.
Yep.
Which is crazy. That's really cool. I didn't know you can do that.
Let's roll that back just slightly, because PS4 is still alone.
Oh, that's right. Of course. PS4.
Yeah.
PS4 is
For some reason, Sony's just being stubborn about this shit, like the cross-platform stuff.
Yeah. They are. They're the only ones who not.
Valer does have a point. The mobile is also it's currently only on mobile. Like, mobile can only play with mobile at the moment, but they're gonna get to that point.
Right. I remember hearing that. I did hear that you can play against other people on mobile, but you can also play people on console if you want to opt into it. But yeah, it's insane. I didn't, because for the longest time, like last year specifically, PUBG was the game, the battle royale game that everybody was on. It made millions and millions of dollars last year, and now this year it's all about Fortnite. And it's only because they added that battle royale mode, and it just started to take off in a way where I didn't think they're going to catch up to PUBG, to the point where they are making some serious ground, not only money wise, but they even making people at PUBG shock, get hit in the face.
I say, was it last week or the week before, where I said that game was very quickly overtaking PUBG?
The thing about, I think you might have mentioned it.
I just don't remember if it was last week or the podcast before.
Yeah, you did actually. Yeah, I did, and it was on Twitter too, like you told me, because we had the conversation with GMA. It's just because I said PUBG wasn't mentioned.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Because Good Morning America was like, "Is it too violent for kids?"
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I'm surprised how popular and how big this turns out to be. And
I'm gonna quickly explain to you, if you don't know, because I don't know how much PUBG and or Fortnite you've had the chance to play, but I've played both to an extent, at least 10 hours apiece.
Okay.
Well over 10 hours apiece, hands down. I would honestly be willing to say that I've probably dumped at least a full day's worth of time into both. Maybe more. PUBG is an incomplete game. It has baseline stuff, but it is shooter before anything else. Fortnite has more in it in general. You know that the SCAR is a good gun, and you can get the SCAR on different levels. Whereas in PUBG, you just have to kind of hope to get one of the good guns. There's a lot of problems with PUBG. One of the big ones right now, especially on consoles, is that if you don't have an Xbox One X, it doesn't work as well. It works way better on a One X.
Right. I remember hearing that, yeah.
which is a big problem. Like if I play Destiny with my friends who have an Xbox One X, the only issue that I ever have is it takes me just a little bit longer to load it, like 20 seconds more to load into the tower or the world, or whatever we're doing. But when we're side by side, no problems. With every game, it's like that, except PUBG.
I see. Okay, well, that makes sense.
I wouldn't say that, Jason. I wouldn't say that it's just another Fortnite, or sorry, another Overwatch.
Yeah, I don't think so either. It may share the same similar-ish artistic styles, maybe, but that's about it.
There's a big. The biggest difference between the two is honestly like netcoding, yeah, you have your building in Fortnite, and PUBG doesn't have that, but PUBG has cars, whereas Fortnite doesn't. The difference you have there is their netcoding. Like Fortnite works, plain and simple. It works. PUBG, not as much. There's constant connect issues with PUBG. Constant like people jumping around. Like lagging issues. And here's the problem, Anthony, is I could play any other game. I can play Overwatch, I can play Rainbow Six Siege, I can play trying to think of some other multiplayer games that I play on Xbox right now. Star Wars Battlefront 2, for Christ's sake. All of those games garner no netcode issues. PUBG does.
Yeah. It also helps. It also helps the fact that it is a free-to-play game. So
that's another huge factor.
Definitely. It's also here's the crazy thing that I've been noticing too, and I'm not sure if you caught the stream last week, but last week, speaking of Fortnite, there was a streamer called Ninja who was apparently, I guess, decided one day he wanted to play some Fortnite, and he managed to get Drake and I'm not sure if he still plays with the Steelers, but
this was clearly planned. Like, yes, Drake is a fan of both Fortnite and Ninja. However, to do that at that exact time and to have all of the gaming outlets and sports outlets and music outlets know about it at that same time, it was planned.
I thought it was on a whim, but okay.
No,
yeah.
I mean, they did a very good job at making it seem organic, but it was very much planned. But you know what? Kudos, 100% kudos. I'll say this, that the only people who didn't know about it, weren't part of the planning, was Epic. They were the only ones that didn't know.
Oh yeah, I'm for sure.
Or at least they seem to not know.
Yeah,
that might have been part of the organic part, but there's definitely aspects of it that are not. I'll say this much: adding in that run mumble rapper that I can't remember his name, adding him in, Travis Scott, I think his name is, totally on a whim. That was not planned. Adding in Juju from the Steelers, yeah, totally on a whim. But no, Drake and Ninja playing together, not a whim. It was totally planned.
That's still pretty insane. And when that night happened, apparently it broke Twitch records for the most single number stream.
Anthony, here's the thing. It hasn't happened again since that night. Why wouldn't Drake be playing with Ninja again? If that's such a big thing, and that was organic, why hasn't it happened again?
I would assume that Drake is busy. He's making music, so that could be it.
Sure, I can understand that, but it's still in the realm of possibility that over the course of a week's time, 5 days, that Drake would have had at least an hour to pop into history and be like, "Hey, can we play?"
Yeah, well, I would be in the side of yes, I agree with you, but definitely times where when you and I stream on this Twitch channel, and there'll be times where I may be more busy in the past, I may be more busy to do anything and then just cancel the stream because of life stuff or whatever I'm working on. So I want to say yes, but I'm also not out of the realm of possibility of it's also the guy could just be busy as well. What I will say, just to add on to all this, is that what caught my eye recently too was the fact that not only is it Drake, and I feel like this is still part of a marketing thing, but I feel seeing celebrities out there saying they want to play Fortnite what was it? Roseanne was out there saying like, "I'm gonna play Fortnite." It's like, what? And other.
No, like, it was like, I want to believe that also that Epic wasn't on it. Like, I really do, because dude, Fortnite is, if it was blowing up before, it's now exploding.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
It's a terrible analogy or like comparison at all. But the point I'm getting at is its exponential growth is going to be like just through the roof after this situation.
Agreed. Agreed.
I wanted to touch up on something real quick. Jason said it's just another Overwatch, and I think what you're talking about is Overwatch versus Battleborn. Those games are also entirely different, but that entire situation was only happened because both games were being developed at the same time and had a week different release date. But this is entirely different. Like, Fortnite did not have a battle royale mode. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like Epic straight up added the battle royale mode to it because it was easy to put into the game, super easy for them to put in, and they saw the popularity of PUBG.
Mm-hmm.
So they were just kind of biting off of that, and now it's gone even further. So that's why it's different, in my opinion. But
yeah, for sure.
No, I mean, like, dude, kudos to Drake, kudos to Ninja, kudos to Epic. Like, you guys killed it, and now kudos to Epic even further for making one of the most popular games in the world accessible on mobile.
Yeah, definitely.